Alrighty, y'all. Hello. Happy, what day is it? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you guys here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. We got severe weather, a little bit of severe weather today. We got severe weather on the horizon. We're going to talk about Thursday and all the yada yadas that come with it. But guys, we had a very, very dangerous afternoon, and it's already dangerous afternoon here across the central and southern plains where we have fires are already ongoing across portions of Kansas and Oklahoma and Texas and New Mexico this afternoon. We're going to get to that here in just a moment, but we have a marginal risk of severe weather that has been added on the 3 o'clock update for very, very late tonight across portions of eastern Nebraska and western and central Iowa. We'll kind of get into the details and all that here. And we also have a tornado risk tonight for pretty much all of Western California. So this live stream is going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. We're just going to kind of talk, hang out here, answer some questions, and then we're going to probably do some more live streaming again tonight. So this will be 2 streams today. We'll probably have 2 streams each day going forward, kind of talking about what's going to be happening here. So come on, Jenny Purr. There you go. Jenny Purr always wants to come in. She always wants to say hi. She always knows when I'm on live stream for whatever freaking reason. But there is the purrs, the purr of the purr. Goodbye. She'll be fine. She'll be good. Katie, let me go ahead and get you modded up since you are back in here and functioning, and I love it. Let me go ahead and add you. There we go. Awesome sauces. So I hope you guys are doing well. I do see Emmanuel in here. Good to see you, bud. I appreciate you guys. Also, if you are a member of my YouTube channel, I do appreciate also subs. I appreciate you for watching. If you're new, welcome here. We discuss all 50 states weather. We cover it live and all the stuff and fun fundamentals that come with it. So we'll get into the severe weather conversation here in just a moment, but I do really want to talk about this. We've already got fires happening, guys. All of these pink warnings here are red flag warnings. Some of these are PDS red flag warnings, which mean particularly dangerous situation for volatile fire. We already have fires ongoing. We have 2 fires ongoing right now that are in the Oklahoma-Kansas line, and you can see here, this is not rain, guys. This is not squall line. This is not severe weather. This is the actual fire happening. Both of these here. The smoke gets lifted up into the atmosphere and the radar can see that and it picks it up as rain, but it's not actually rain. So we already have 2 fires ongoing here in this region, and that smoke is drifting. So like if you're in Wichita, Hutchinson, you will start to probably see that smoke over time as we go through the next couple of hours here. And there is not a lot of resources in this area as well, guys, for people to be able to, you know, get in there and get this stuff taken care of. This is going to take a while to get contained here. The topography also is a little bit difficult to get in there as well. Not a lot of road access. So like Liberal, Kansas here, getting over towards Ashland. This is some pretty nasty stuff here. So there is reds on the radar too. Yes, as well, Henry, correct on that. So, you know, like I said, you know, this is some pretty heavy stuff moving through here in terms of the smoke. There's also some other fires. I was looking down here towards Texas as well. There's one over here near Clovis. Go figure. This one's kind of been ongoing for a little bit of time now, actually. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. I think that's yeah, that is a fire. There it is. Yeah, you can kind of see the stream there. It would be Clovis. Clovis out of all the places would have a wildfire ongoing here. So you can kind of see as well, there's some little bit of moisture just with this system, but not enough to kind of get anything going here. But just kind of noting that. I'm just kind of looking at the different radar sites here as well, kind of seeing what we've got going on. Colorado looks like some fires ongoing as well, potentially. Boy, oh boy, this is not what we want to see on probably one of the worst days of the year thus far for fire danger. These extreme critical risk zones have got to be taken like a moderate or high risk for severe weather, except it's in fire form. Oh boy, we have one here as well in Alliance and Sydney that's also getting going. You kind of see the smoke here on the radar pulling up. North Platte has fires. Yeah, North Platte does have fires. They do. Wow. Why do we have so many wildfires ongoing up here? Like, here's my honest opinion. Why are we starting fires to start with? Why is this happening? Why do we not have common sense? Are people just that naive and just don't understand, or, you know, common sense? Because it's crazy to me. It blows my mind. I don't understand it. Like, there's just no, just absolutely not. Just wow, just absolutely wow right now. But yeah, this is our risk zone, or for our, or not a risk zone, but our watches and warnings that are out here. I'll go ahead and kind of show you guys. I was looking at some of the cameras here. We have a couple in Kansas. They do have I-70 closed between Colby here and Wakini, but you can kind of see on some of these cameras how hazy it is. It's very, very windy as well. That's also what's helping these fires drift. You can kind of see the smoke. You can actually see this is the fire that's ongoing to the northwest up here. This is in Liberal, Kansas. You can see all of the haze here, all of the smoke. It's kind of clear on one side because the fire is drifting here to the northwest. So this is pretty significant stuff here that's ongoing here this afternoon. And, you know, these conditions, you know, for people that are elderly and stuff like that outside, this can, you know, this can hurt people. So I don't know how we're getting these fires to get started. I just really don't understand it. It's just people are just careless. Makes no absolute sense to me at all. There's even signs that say don't burn anything, do not discard cigarettes. People just throw their cigarettes out on the side of the road and boom. So yeah, cigarette butts, anything, guys, that is flammable hits the outside with these conditions. It is so dry. RH values are, I think we're talking 15 to 20 or less than that, with the winds combined up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So it's just not smart. Why people are doing this doesn't make any sense. There's even like an orange tint to this color here where those fires are ongoing at. So it's not like people aren't being told what's happening. That's definitely for sure. Sadly, we just don't have a lot of cameras in this area, but the Liberal fire is ongoing here. We've got the one to the east of it. You can see here that fire is right over top of almost Liberal here. And then the other one coming out of Beaver, Oklahoma here. I don't have any cameras out of Oklahoma that can show that. Don't have anything too well out of Texas either, but let me close that. So there we go. Just not great. So, and it's not every single day either that we get you know, these extreme conditions. I mean, this is basically saying we've got a level 5 out of 5 tornado risk, except it's for 3 out of 3 risk zone for fire. So, you know, this is the highest risk zone you can get from a fire outlook. It's hatched. It's extreme. Like I said, people just don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Yeah, that's another thing too, Kendra. Exactly. Like I said, anything, spark anything with these conditions, guys. I mean, you're talking expansive fire potential. So, like I said, you know, winds 15 to 25 miles per hour, humidity ranging from 15 to 25%. We're in the 90th percentile here for critical fire elevation and danger. Winds 25 to 30 sustained with higher gust. It's been talked about for a couple days now, and we got 120 to 500 millibar jet streak in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So once again, yeah, that's the thing, Kendra. It's really interesting how the radar can pick it up like that. It's kind of looky kind of cool. It gives us a signal like, hey, something's happening. So, but yeah, these are our 2 fires ongoing here in Kansas right now. If you're in this area, you can definitely smell it and see it. Jenny Purr, what are we doing? What are we doing? She just wants to be the attention today, right? You just want attention today. Is that what it is? You want to be on this stream? Is that what you want? She's an attention grabber. Even a little spark in the sewers. Yeah, exactly, as well. Well, no, 100%, absolutely, Henry, 100%. You guys are absolutely right on that. It's just the small little things here that matter today that people are just careless about, that wouldn't even think it would, you know, bother, and boom. So, sadly, I feel like this is kind of only the beginning of the day here, so. But, we love the pupper. She's so sweet. She's got little totos out. I love you, puppers. It is Jenny's stream now. Apparently it is. Yeah, there are a lot of the leaves are dry. Absolutely. Just in general, it's the grass there is always super dry in general. So that is also true, Henry. That is also very true. They could care less about what this other stuff means. You smell like poo-poo. You know that, right? You stink. I love you, though. I love you. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're so fluffy. All right, go. All right. So that's what we've got ongoing here. We're going to continue to monitor that situation. Outside of that, 44 DBZ. Ooh, is that what we're getting on DBZ out of this? Oh, wow. We did have a 44 in there. Yep. 43, 44. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to go back to that camera there again for a second. I wish I had one that was like literally over the other place, but I don't. But this is the best view we're going to get of how smoky it is. That's the Liberal fire that's ongoing. Kendra, it is, yes. Yes, it is. But today in this type of a situation, you can definitely tell the difference here. That's a hazy fire ongoing because the streak of smoke is moving over top of this camera here in Liberal. But yes, correct. You are correct on the geography of that. Yes. So once again, guys, we're gonna have this fire danger risk for all day today. Tomorrow, it doesn't get any better. We'll continue to see it shift south here towards New Mexico and Texas. We've actually got an elevated threat up here towards Illinois tomorrow, where we will have dry thunderstorms potentially happening. So that'll be for tomorrow, and then we know we'll have it again on day 3. Potentially going forward, we could have more. So lots of stuff coming here over the next couple days in terms of the fire danger potential. Now, in terms of severe weather, we do have 2 areas to watch today for severe weather. Very, very low end risk. This actually just got added on the 3 o'clock update today. So Des Moines, Iowa, Norfolk, Nebraska, Omaha. This is not a tornado risk. This is a wind threat for tonight. We could see a couple storms. We'll take a look at that here in just a moment. But we do have tonight after 6 p.m. This is where we're going to have our second live stream tonight. We're going to be watching from San Francisco down to San Diego again for another 2% tornado risk here, where we could see a couple of tornado warnings potentially down southwest here, and then the wind and then the hail for both. So something we're watching very, very closely here. So I want to go back here and look. Looks like we have another one. We have another one started that just got started up here near Garden City. We have a third one. There it is. Jeez Louise. That one just started. I mean, literally just started. Amarillo. Amarillo has one too. Let me take a look at it. Henry, I appreciate you, bud, for letting me know in the chat. Thank you, thank you. Yep, we got one here. It looks to be, is that southwestern? And then maybe to the west here. Maybe to the north as well, too. Santa Fe National Forest. If you want to point me in the right direction, too, what you're seeing, that does help. I don't typically cover this too much, but we need to cover it, so. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, there's a fire warning. Okay, let me pull up. Is there alerts on Radar Omega for fire warnings? I guess there's not. That sucks. All right, let me see if I can find this. I've got cameras on Texas, so we can see. Dude, it's ridiculous. People just don't give a shit. It's insane to me. Dude, it's so windy. It is so windy through these areas. I mean, that just blew up. Hi, Paige. School's going good. School's going good. Taking the last 2 days off here. We're getting back into it tomorrow. McLean, Texas around. Okay. Jenny Parr, no. We should start to see eventually here. God, it's so windy. Hi, Gracie. Just kind of searching around the board here. Jenny. I'm going to have to let her out. She is driving me crazy. Come on, Pepper. Go. There you go, baby. I appreciate all you guys joining in here today. It's a little bit different than what we typically do, because usually we're covering like winter weather, severe weather, but this is really honestly kind of sad. Throckmorton. Okay, let me find where that's at. I feel like I know where that's at. That's Texas, right? I know I've called out that area multiple times before. Let's look here. Sadly, we don't have any cameras in that area, which sucks. Damn. Let me go back and look at the radar here again. Google Maps. Oh, damn. Okay, Kendra, I appreciate what you just sent me. Oh, wow. Where was that at? Because I can't see the end of the video. Where is that at, Kendra? Oh, that's Inglewood, Kansas. Let me see if I can pull that up on... That's not Wichita, is it? Right, that's not Wichita. There's no way, yeah. Why did it do that? Inglewood. There we go. I was like, why is it doing that? Damn, I don't have any cameras there. You can just see the smoke, though. Whoa. You can see how fuzzy it is. Very, very fuzzy. It's the best camera we have here for the liberal fire still. Check posture. Wait, Henry, what do you mean? Oh, in Discord. Oh, gotcha. I got you, bud. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I saw that, Kendra. I saw that. Which part am I checking? Where am I to check it out? The poster content. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. I don't even know my Discord half the time. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so we can actually check some of these areas too. Jesus. Dude, there's so much going on right now. Let's go north of Amarillo here and see, or southeast if we can find one. Wow, there we go. On the left side of the screen right there. That's the one that's southeast of Amarillo, looks to be. There was a fire. That wouldn't surprise me. That's crazy. On the left side of your screen. Is that crazy, though, Emmanuel, that they would do that, though, on days like this? Did they purposely do that? Let me see if we got another angle here. It's just so smoky, so hazy there. You can just see the smoke. Okay, so yeah, probably some of this is prescribed. I don't think the ones in Kansas, though, the two that are in Kansas are, though. Personally, that's just my opinion. Just so hazy. Yeah, no, that is crazy. All right, let's go back here. This is the one that just, yeah, that's the one that just started on the radar here. I don't think this one is because it's so close to the city. I don't think this one is because they have a fire warning on it. So I'm guessing that this one here is not planned. Yeah, I know it is. It is Henry. It's wild. Those two down in northern Oklahoma, southern Kansas are rocking and rolling. That's the new one that just started here over top of the camera that we're watching. Let me go back to it. The one here in Goodnight. Yeah. I mean, that one just started. I think you can even see some of the orange back in there. Because you've got homes in here. There's no way that they would start a fire this close to homes in the highway. I don't think, right? This one definitely has to be not planned. Yeah, the one in Inglewood. Yeah, we don't have cameras for that one though, but I saw that as well. Jeez. Yeah, I was gonna say this one's definitely not planned. Especially that close to Amarillo. No way, no way, no way. Um, yeah, Inglewood has as well here. They have theirs is getting going. I gotta find what that's again at. Wow, this is just crazy. There's the new one that started up north in near Garden City. Let me see if I can get on that one up in Garden City. Where are we at here? That's Dodge City. No, you can't really see on that one. Darn. We'll go back to the one here that we've got. Was there a pink pixel on that? The one on the screen is the one that's outside of Amarillo. This one right here that just got started. Near Clarendon. And then just kind of taking a look here. Western Oklahoma doesn't have anything, God, but I worry that the smoke from the one in Amarillo could, if this really gets going here, I mean, you fly to Oklahoma City. 15,000 acres on the mainland prox. Oh, dang. Yeah, this camera is like right in there. Wow. Like I said, you're going to see the smoke. Alrighty, just for a second, I want to look at the severe setup for Iowa tonight. Apparently we have some storms for wind, and yeah, we can get a little bit of wind with this storm. Doesn't look like anything crazy, though. Yeah, I got a little bit of instability to work with. About 700. Marginal severe. That hodograph does support tornadoes, but it's not going to be anything crazy. Well, we get a storm that can latch onto the surface. We may have a little wispy tornado, but I didn't see anything, Adam. I did not see anything. I'll check again here in just a second. Dew points are in the 50s up there. Let me go look as well at California, because I have not checked on that severe weather setup for them. Okay, so looks like they're going to have some storms too. Very low wind threat for them down there. We got our new GFS model coming in 10 minutes as well. We'll take a look at that then. God, that smoke is getting worse and worse there. Do not discard cigarettes. Well, clearly don't do that. Very, very smoky. Nope, somebody got pulled over there or something. Unless they're rushing something. Yeah, very, very smoky. I mean, all the signs literally show not to do this, but people just don't care. All right, yeah, Adam, I just saw what you put in there a minute ago. Let's see here. It's kind of crazy that we're getting all these fires starting like this. I mean, the two that are here in southern Kansas, geez. And then the new one that started up there near Scott City. Let me show you guys something too. Let me pull it up real quick. There's another way to see it, more of a widespread image of it here. You guys can see all of them on the radar here. So we've got the one here. Oh, we've got a couple up here. We've got one ongoing in southwestern Oklahoma, and then a bigger one here. Some more up in here. I don't think so, Adam. I think you'll be okay. We'll just kind of have to watch it. Feel free, guys, if you have any type of weather questions. So we're just kind of hanging out here and tracking these fires here. We're going to look at some new data on the new GFS model when it comes in here in just a few minutes. Let me go back to the Texas here. So this is that fire that's over here to the west. Yeah, the wind profiles are very impressive today. That's, like I said, part of this whole thing, and people just... It really, like I said, it doesn't shock me that people don't understand common sense, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. You know, just kind of one of those days. I definitely don't think, Jeez, Carissa. Dude, they are. They can get crazy. I'm pretty sure that's what we're seeing back here behind the scenes. I wish we had cameras in Inglewood because I can't see what's happening down here. I don't have anything down here. Just very, very hazy. I just don't understand. I don't get it. Dude, this is gonna eat up so much stuff, too. Um, yeah, let me go to NWS here, and we'll pull up so we can see what we're looking at. I may have to go with radar scope. Hold on a second, because they might show it a little bit easier. I think radar scope has fire warnings. I'm pretty sure. They do have them. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. So they do have them. Unless it's on... Hello, Jonathan. Okay, so they don't have them for special weather statements. That sucks on here. I was hoping they did. Yeah, we're gonna have to see, Chelsea. I've got a big question mark. We're gonna be doing another live stream tonight, around 7:30ish, maybe 8 o'clock ish, and we're gonna talk about all that data. Then the 18Z data didn't really sell me on anything quite yet. So once the HER runs all the way through tonight, we'll do another live stream tonight. And we're gonna talk about all that. Maybe in hydro. Let's see. No, sadly it's not. They have a fire section, but they just have the red flag. It's fine. I've got this one here. They've got them. You can see this way. There it is. That's the one. And then we've got the two up here. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, the Inglewood one is ridiculous. Moving 3 to 5 miles per hour. Yep. Wow. Just wow. Let's go back to this camera here. Yeah, you can see heavy black smoke over here in the left side of the camera. This is the fire that's outside of Amarillo, Texas. Definitely can see how windy it is. It almost looks like there's like orange flames back over here, but you can't really tell. Effingham has a slight risk, Nicholas, for all hazards. We'll know more tonight and tomorrow. Let me go back here because this is the one that we are watching currently, the one that's down here in um, east of Amarillo. Southwest Oklahoma. Not that I can see of, no. Mm-mm. Dang, Justin, 8 months, dude. Let's freaking go. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. I'm kind of waiting to see if we're gonna be able to see this or not. God, you can see how smoky it is. Yeah, that's the one. Just a liberal fire there to the west still. I really want to know what starts these things. Like, other than just, the planned ones, but like cigarettes, anything like that. Like, why are people doing this? They just don't care. They should be getting fined for this stuff. Literally should be getting fined. No, they don't think. They don't think at all. There we go. Ooh, let me actually integrate something real quick. Hold on. try something here. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Cool. Bless me, y'all. See if we refresh this here. Okay, I have fire warnings now on the overlay at the bottom of the screen, so that'll help a little bit. Let's go back to this one. Oh. Yeah, that's true too, Claire. That's very true. It shouldn't. It shouldn't, Adam. Yellow takes us one spark from Tyre and then done for it. Yep, it's done for. Yep. Yep. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Dude, y'all, this one's getting worse. Look at it. Look at all that smoke. It's getting a lot closer, too. Dude, people are like turning the other way too. Because this one is... Yeah, this is just outside of Amarillo. Yeah, you can, you can. All this, wow. Well, they do it crosses the road. Oh yeah, I'm eating donut. It's so close. Oh, it's so close. Look at that. It's a lot of smoke. Oh, 100%. 100%. Look, they got a fire truck right there. Or at least a tanker thingy. This one was definitely, like, set by somebody. Had to be. The donut was good. That's a brush truck, and that truck is nice. Heck yeah. It's definitely very, very close. Is it crossing the road? Look at the way the color is changing. Oh my god, it's crossing the road. Look at the ash across the screen. You can see the little pixels. It's definitely crossing the road. 100%. There's still trucks going by though.
Attention, a new special event
Oh yeah,
has
another
been
one.
issued.
Dude, there's just like pieces moving. I don't know how long we're gonna have this camera for, guys. So, like, we are in it. We are in it, dude. This camera was clean a few minutes ago. It's just crazy how fast it spreads. Like, we are in this thing. Well, the problem's also going to be, too, all of the embers that are flying from, like, where stuff is burning up, those embers will land in the grass or on the roads or something like that, and it'll start a new fire. That's also the concern. Yeah, I don't know why people are driving. It's crazy. Yeah, it's what 25 to 40 mile per hour wind gust on top of 25 to 35 sustained, 40 plus gust wise. Definitely looked like it crossed the road, so I don't know if we're still in it here. I guess we are. Let me look at well there you go with the lighting. Let's look at the radar here and see what we're getting. Yeah, definitely picking up speed here. That's for momentum, I should guess. We have a new fire warning just northwest of Amarillo for another one that just started. These are all of the fire warnings are for all of the ones that are ongoing right now. You can kind of see the orange boxes. We have another one that just started northwest, though. I don't know if we have a cami. Let's see here. Some of these may not work. Excuse me. That's a pretty view. Yeah, that one's not doing much of anything. All right. Let's go back here. Oh, wow. Wow. It's here. Dude, that's crazy. It changes so rapidly. Is it like the darker the colors, the more like objects or stuff it's burning up? I'm not too knowledgeable on this stuff, so you guys may have to help me here. I mean, like it's here, like the fire's here. Because we've been watching this camera for about 45 minutes now, and it's been way further to the back, so it's definitely picking up. There's a house right there. There's cars here. Like it's behind the camera, but it's pushing it. The wind's pushing it east. There comes kind of more debris. It looks like. I mean, you can just see the wind, how strong the winds are. I don't know why all of these cars are just going. They just don't care. Gotcha, babe. Gotcha. Yeah, that's insane, Katie. It's the spread rate is ridiculous. Definitely a very, very dangerous day today. That's for sure. So we're definitely getting a lot more smoke, so it's definitely closer. More combustion. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, people are turning around. So I don't know what people are doing here. I would be turning. That's a lot of black smoke there. People are definitely stopping and turning around, so it looks like it's very, very close to the road. Dude, I would be finding another highway. I don't want to be anywhere near this. I would be running and going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Very, very dark smoke. So I almost wonder if someone's house or something got hit over here. There is a house back in here too. Yeah, that's what I was saying, babe. Yeah, it's gonna. We should start to see it kind of move east here. Just the way it's spreading. Okay, thank you, Kendra. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, so it is. It's Forgan, Henderson, or Herndon, Inglewood, Ashland, Kansas, and Mathewson, Colorado. Okay. Jeez Louise. This is crazy. Look at that. All that smoke. I mean, it looks like it's right here on the left side of the screen now almost. You can kind of see the whiter smoke here. So we will probably be able to see this fire here very, very soon. It's pretty much almost here. Kind of like back here in this area. I know there's another little truck there. Yeah, it's right here on the left side of the screen. All that white smoke on the ground here. It's literally about to cross this road. Yep. We probably will lose this camera at some point. I think we're gonna lose this camera here in a few minutes. Like it's here. There, guys. There was a house. There was a nice house back in here. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, babe. You'll probably have to do that one. I can send the post to you, or I don't know how to even go about doing that. It's just one that Kendra sent me. You could probably look it up too. Alyssa, can you find evacuation orders on like a list from NWS or something that's not from another source and or from someone else that's posted it and posted on the Facebook page? There's got to be a website, I guess, something for it. Okay, look for, yeah, that would be super super awesome. But yeah, this is here. There's the fire right there. You can see it. It's right there. This is gonna cross the road here in just a minute. We about to be in the flames. I'm guessing they're about to potentially close this road off here in a minute. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe did they already close the road? Why are they still letting people go through here? Like, it's so freaking close. It's literally like right in here. It's here. I would, guys, I would be turning around. I'd be going like another way home. Like, I don't care how long it took me to get home. I would not be driving through here. I would be so nervous. Like, at this point, like, it's here. Like, go. Don't be crossing these roads. I just don't understand this. There's fire trucks. They're all trying to go there. What are we doing here? This is the camera outside east of Amarillo. It's in this is Claude, Texas, just outside Amarillo. Dude, this is just crazy watching this. I saw that, Mike. I saw that. Oh, they're going into the grass. Oh wait, no, come back. Come back, come back. We gotta refresh it here. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Oh, it's Aiden. Oh. I knew that. I was so confused. This is just crazy. Yeah, I saw DOT too. I did. I'm just waiting for, like I said, for this camera to be done for. Dude, no, this is outside of Amarillo, Texas, Meg. At this point, visibility is going to be an issue here in just a minute. There's the flames. You can see the flames in there. You can see it. Like, there is actual fire in there. So this thing is about to cross the highway. Yeah, these have been it's been happening for the last hour now, all over the place. Yeah, there's a huge flame. There was a house in there. I wonder if that house just went on fire. That's where it's at. There is a white house there. You guys remember that a few minutes ago. You guys can go back and play the stream, but there was a house right there. That looks like that house just went gone. Yeah, it's done for. If that house is definitely done for. This is I don't know why they haven't even closed off this road yet. Like, it's here. This is crazy. Yeah, there was a little nice white house back in there. Yeah, like I said, there was definitely a nice little house back in there. It's gone. Or it's gonna be gone. So this will have to cross the road here, which means we'll probably, like I said, we'll lose this camera here in just a little bit. But geez Louise. We've been watching this camera for what, 30 minutes now, and we went from like a little bit of smoke to like it's here. I just don't know why people are driving. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, they are. There is, Kendra. I mean, like, this thing is literally about to cross the road, and they don't even have the road closed. Yeah, it did. It did. The visibility is getting bad. Yeah, that house is gone. It's done for. That was. I'll have to show you guys when we're done of this segment here, but or with this part. But we'll go back and I'll re-show you the stream where before this all got here, there was a nice little house back there because we were talking about it. Yeah, someone's house just went done for. Yeah. Yep. We talk about covering tornadoes and severe weather all the time and watching people's lives change, and then when we get these type of events, dude, I hate to say it, I'd rather have a tornado hit my house than a fire because you could still potentially have stuff, you know, to find afterwards. The fire burns everything up. You're not going to have anything left. It's all going to be disintegrated, especially with stuff like this. I wouldn't want neither, but if I had to choose, definitely a tornado. I mean, look at the pillars of just like white smoke through this. Look at all this. Like that, your fire is right in there. Like it is literally about to cross this highway. Yeah, that house is. I feel for those people that just lost their house in there. You had a brush fire last week. Ooh, that's no fun, Aiden. I just want to say we appreciate all of the firemen and people out there working for this because this stuff is not fun to deal with. It's not, and it's simply avoidable if people aren't stupid. It's simply avoidable, but people don't have common sense anymore these days, so this shit happens.
Attention.
What?
A new special event has been issued.
Not the snow squall warning. Okay, that's fine, Alyssa. I'm not too worried about it. Babe, if you find them too, if you can find anything, let me know. It may be just spreading east instead of southeast, because this camera is heading east. So maybe more of a northeast. There's definitely something like burning up in here. You guys can see? Something's going on in here. I don't know what this is, but something definitely lit on fire. You can kind of see the orange tint back here. Yeah, something definitely caught on fire here, and I wonder if that's part of that home, if the home is still there or not. Yeah, that's definitely something. Because that's got black smoke with it. Oh, it's up north, Kendra. It's up north. Yep, they can kind of see the fire in there. I mean, like I said, it's pretty much here. It's just it's moving more of east than southeast right now. I don't know what these people are doing. Yeah, they need to close this road off before it's way too late and people get trapped. Because that's the situation you don't want to have happen. We see it happen a lot in California where they try to close roads down and people just don't listen and they go through it still. Yeah, more smoke. It's almost here. I wonder if we're gonna see the smoke from the the west side of the camera. Yeah, here we go. It's getting ready to cross the road now. Big uptrend there. It looks like it's definitely crossing the road. Oh boy. Like, it just goes from nothing to craziness in a matter of seconds. Yeah, the wind did shift. Yep. That's the biggest thing that just happened there. Hold on, let me refresh. No, not at all, babe. Not at all. It sucks. I really hate it. It's definitely not. It's just, it's heartbreaking for a lot of these people. Oh, camera, are we gone? Is our camera done for? Darn. Well, guys, there we're on our visual. It's done for. I guess we will never see what happened. Come on. Come on. Nope, we're back. We're back. We're good. We're back. I mean, but it's getting so windy here, so I don't think we're going to last much longer. Dude, like, you're trying to close down a road here, and you've got people going super, super slow, and this thing's literally about to be on top of the roadway. I don't understand the logic of what our DOT is trying to do here. Like, what are we doing? I mean, like, it's too late at this point, almost. Like, it's literally here. Like, this is insane.
Attention, a new special event has been issued.
I feel like we're in the middle of a tornado right now watching this. Like, why are we on the road? Why are we still letting people go through here? Dude, I would be freaking out too. I would not know how to handle myself in this situation. I wouldn't put myself in a situation like this, but like, this is insane. This is how people die. This is outside of Amarillo, Texas. This is in, yeah, this is the fire right in here. It's between Clarendon and McLean. This is just insane. Oh, come on, load. Come on, I want you back. There we go. Yep, wind shift, yep. It really honestly just tells you how much they were prepared for these type. You really can't be prepared for something like this. Like, I'm not trying to knock off, like, the resources and all of that, but these type of events, when you get a setup like this, like, it's just, it sucks. It sucks if you are somebody that's trying to work to keep this stuff contained, and it sucks because people just don't listen about driving on the roadways. Yeah. Dude, these poor people. Yeah, the sun will be setting soon. Yep, in the next 2 hours.
Attention, a new special event has been issued.
Let me look and see where that's at. Did they extend them? Nope, we're just getting more and more. Jeez Louise. I mean, yeah, we're getting more of these darker pixels popping up. So the fire is definitely intensifying. For sure. I appreciate everybody in the chat for having common sense today. Y'all are awesome. Okay, they are going to block the road off, it looks to be now. I think they're blocking the road off. Maybe? Please? Maybe? Wow, we're not blocking the road off, I guess. Damn. That car just zoomed. Yo, people do not know how to drive. What in the world was that? Dude, this is insane. Is this just a typical day in Texas for mostly everybody? Is this normalcy? Like, if it's normal, please tell me, because that car just, like, zoomed. It was gone. Do we have any normalcy?
Attention, a new special event has been issued.
Yeah, it does stretch out the resources. That is very true. That is very, very true. Well, and you can't really get all the resources there in 2 days because these outlooks weren't issued until about 72 hours ago. So it was known, but people can definitely prohibit stuff like this from happening, from like throwing cigarette butts outside, or anything like that seems like you wouldn't get a fire started on a normal typical day would in this type of a situation. So a lot of these are caused by people. This is in Claudie or Claude, Kansas, or Goodnight, Texas. This is just east of Amarillo, babe. No, people are stopping. Being caught in live action comedy traffic violation is crazy work. Literally, though. Little do these people know that they'll be on this for the rest of their life, because this will say it's literally right here. The fire is here. It is here. There's flames right there now. Like it's now about to cross the road. It just picked up significantly. So they got people stopping here, but it's here. Dude, all of these semi trucks too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw that go by too, Henry. I did. This is just insane. Oh my god. Dude. And these people are just stuck. Dude, I would be crapping myself right now. They gotta get people, like, going the other direction or something here. This is just insane. I have no words for this. Like, turn people around. I'm telling you, it's crazy. They're gonna try and keep this from crossing the road, but it's just I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, this is gonna cross the road. Please, like, stop traffic from coming, please. I'm like, I feel like I'm watching like a horror movie or something. Like this could just go bad at any second. We had all those semi trucks just stacked up here as freaking. Okay, they're blocking off the road. It looks to be now, so people are gonna have to maybe turn. Maybe. Like I don't know what they're gonna do. It's so easy, like send a DOT truck all the way down to the end of this road where it's not, and have them turn around and go down a different road. I just don't understand why they're not doing that. Like I feel like I'm watching a horror movie right now, like genuinely, or like some type of sci-fi natural disaster movie. No, they still have cars going here. I just don't know. They got to get all of these trucks turned around, and my worry is that these it'll cross the road. This is in Goodnight, Texas. Talk about like poorly managed. Like I appreciate what they're doing, but like this is poorly managed. Absolutely poorly managed. Are we turning people around now? I just don't know, guys. I don't even know anymore. It looks like they may have the no, they don't have it blocked down at the end. I was thinking they had the road blocked down there at the end. Like it's going to cross the road like any second, and people are just still coming. Dude, I would have a panic attack and everything combined with it. Wow. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm like shaking for these people. This is just insane. And we still got cars going through all this. Well, look at all the debris. Look at all that. I'm surprised we still have this camera. Like, I'm surprised this thing is still working right now. So that was a big push shift in the wind, is what we just saw was with the smoke there. So the fire's still on the left side of the road right now, at least for a second. But you can see the wind shifting. It does look like they have the road blocked off on the left side now too. It's not the right side. They're still letting people go through. I don't know why. I saw that, Adam. I'm gonna get to that here in just a minute. Oh. Excuse me. That may have been it, guys. That may have been it. Well, shit. Yeah, prayers for those people. That was insane. So that's the fire right there that we've been watching. That's just been. You can kind of see the shift southeastward towards Howardwick. So we got the other one over here northwest of Amarillo. And then, yeah, we have a new fire that started in Woodward, Oklahoma. It's going to be moving north. This will be headed towards like Winoka, Cherokee area. Just crazy. All these orange polygons. Like some of the stuff I get, some of this is just some of the stuff can be changed because people just don't pay attention. Let's go look up here into Kansas. So this is the Liberal Kansas fire, I believe, right? Let me double check. That's the Liberal Kansas. Look at that. That's the smoke coming from the Liberal one. That's the one in northern Oklahoma, the big one near Inglewood. All the haziness there from that. Yeah, all that hazy. Whew. Dude, my lungs would collapse in that. All right, y'all. Well, that was definitely interesting for sure. Look, we got our new GFS model finally coming in. Yeah, I don't understand why they waited so long to block the roads off. It just I don't know. There's our trough for severe weather for Thursday. We're gonna do more of a severe weather breakdown, guys, in our second stream tonight.
Attention,
There's
a
another.
new special event has been issued.
There's our squall in West Virginia, or no, West Virginia, Wyoming. But no, we're gonna have a secondary stream tonight, guys. I have to get off here in about 15 minutes to get ready to go on I've got a run I'm doing tonight, a group run with a bunch of people. So we'll probably have another stream around 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish tonight. I want to go back and see if that camera's working again, low key. Damn. We had that camera for a while, guys. That camera definitely went through it, that's for sure. Like I said, you can kind of see all the fires. I mean, this is just crazy stuff. We had a feeling this was going to happen today. We talk about critical fire danger. People just don't listen. They don't pay attention. Some do, some don't. So we do have that low end tornado risk tonight across the southeast as well down here for portions of Western California. But can you guys believe we're going to get some snow showers this weekend in the Ohio Valley and the southeast on top of all this? I mean, it looks like we're going to kind of enter a little cold period next week across the Ohio Valley and the Midwest here. Definitely going to be colder. We'll have 30s and 40s back for next week. So if you enjoy the cold weather and you're going to get one more push of it next week, we're going to be pretty much below average most of next week, it looks to be, especially this weekend. Very, very below average. Let's see if dew points have trended up with anything. Yeah, I just don't see widespread severe weather with Thursday set up. It's just me personally speaking. All right, so the GFS actually backed off in the snow finally, so it's with the Euro now. So not a lot of snow for anybody unless you're up in the Northeast. We get some snow in the Northeast this weekend, but no snow for the Ohio Valley now, it looks to be. That seemed very unrealistic in general. The last couple days it was showing that, and now it's pretty much gone. You may see some snow showers on Sunday morning in the central Ohio Valley, very light, but glad to see that. The Northeast and the Ohio Valley may get another yank of snow next week too, with the colder air still being in place. Looks like Pennsylvania will also kind of get whacked again. So, yeah. Definitely will have instability for sure. And then looks like we are going to be, looks like after this weekend, after Thursday's severe weather threat, maybe some isolated severe weather on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we shouldn't see any more severe weather for the rest of February. We should be wrapping that up. We do have tonight's risk zone, marginal risk up here in the western Iowa, eastern Nebraska region for some wind, and then the 2% tour, and then, general thunderstorm risk here for the lower Ohio Valley tomorrow. Then our main risk for the week with that slight marginal risk here. Very conditional severe weather threat on Thursday. It's not guaranteed that everybody in these risk zones is going to see storms. It's going to be supercell. So if you don't get lucky, if you have a bad day, you may see a tornado or two. And these are going to be probably very photogenic tornadoes, given the fact that we're going to have a cold core set up with this. But we're going to dive into all that in tonight's stream. I don't want to go too much into that now, just because some changes may happen. I've already looked at some of the data that's came in from the 18Z runs, and the HER model not all the way ran through yet, so it's kind of hard to see. The latest Rufus model is a little bit concerning. This is not what you want to see on the Rufus model. If you don't like tornadoes, this is a pretty good supercell setup. I feel like we're going to get a couple tornadoes in here on, especially the northern mode. I'm not too confident on Kentucky. I would say we have more of a conditional risk up here if models firestorms. This is also a big question mark. What happens in this area in here across western and central Kentucky? Do we have enough moisture to work with? Do we hit the 60-degree dew point mark is the biggest question with that. So, and then you can kind of see how those storms will trick eastward, and we just get a long track supercell on the Rufus that just rips through like Salem, Indiana here up towards south of Indianapolis and up into western Ohio. So that's the Rufus model for you. So Thursday could either be a big deal or it could be a nothing burger. That's kind of how we're gonna play it as. But I want everybody prepared for worst case scenario, just in case we do in fact take that side of things with it. So, but I do want to watch the Rufus model is kind of the higher end scenario. It doesn't mean it's going to verify, but I will just mention dew points have trended a little bit further north with the Rufus. The latest HER model only runs to 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, but it already has supercells firing up here. So I really think personally, if I was storm chasing on Thursday, I would be storm chasing along the cold core. The cold core typically produces a little bit better. Um, and then we are going to have decent moisture down here. It's just, do we have enough forcing to get storms to kind of go up here? These are going to be very, very short stacked supercells. We're probably talking 30 to 40,000 feet aloft. Not very impressive looking, but our dew points, if they can manage to, shift further to the north here and kind of hang around, we may see ourselves in a better situation further southwest. But I do think, personally speaking, overall, from a tornado perspective, if we're going to get a decent amount of tornado potential, it's going to be right to the north of Evansville along the Ohio River and north of that there. So even though our dew points are lower, more forcing, you got more push in your dry air there, your surface low is a little bit closer, and you're going to have a little bit better southwesterly flow. But it doesn't mean you can't get something down here, just more conditional for western Kentucky and central Kentucky. That's what I was telling Rochelle is, we either get something big out of this or we get nothing out of this. I'm kind of split 40-60 on it. So we'll kind of see how this plays out. In terms of the temperatures, though, with this setup, like I mentioned, tomorrow, tomorrow we're going to be pushing, mid to upper 70s across this region. Some people may even get close to 80, especially down here towards southeast Missouri for February. So, and then we get to Thursday's setup, and that warm front lifts, and lifts. And then, we're in the 70s, mid to upper 70s across these regions here. So whoever gets warmer or whoever sees warmer temperatures may have a little bit more instability. So something we have to watch.
A new special marine warning has been
We got a
issued.
tornado possible tag special marine warning for California. We'll get to that here in just a second. But I want to see how this plays out because we are trending warmer. We're trending warmer up in here. If we can get an arc of supercells to develop across this region, it's going to be a nightmare scenario on Thursday night. That's just kind of my thought process. And not like a nightmare scenario like outbreak, but it's not going to be fun. And then comes the cold air on Saturday and Sunday where we trend further colder. So, just really interested to see how this one plays out. Sometimes these cold core setups can do some wild things. Sometimes they don't do anything. We would have severe weather tomorrow up in the Ohio Valley, but we don't have storms to force with the instability. But here's what's interesting, okay? The HERM model showed this, and the Rufus model has showed this so far. We build instability up overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning. So by the time our trough gets here, we've already got a little decent corridor here of instability already set in place, so we don't have to wait for that instability to lift all day long. It'll already be in place going through the morning hours, pending cloud cover or anything, but you can see your higher pockets here right along that arc, and where does that forcing happen? This is where we should see most of our storms go off, and once again, just really question marking the risks. And personally, for me, I see SPC pulling the slight risk further north and keeping western and central Kentucky in a marginal, but once again, if dews and instability trend up a little bit more, we could have a completely different situation. You can even see, the Rufus model does have a little stripe here of instability, about 1,000 plus up through western KY, into southern Indiana here. But, if I'm storm chasing, I would be banking money on up here personally. That's just me. I like this setup more from a perspective. And then that'll be instability down south for storms the next time around. Tornado parameters, not too crazy for now. They exist. But what I mentioned, tornado parameters, that's for significant tornado parameters. We're not expecting significant tornadoes in terms of like EF2 plus or anything like that, at least for now. But I will mention, you look at the 500 millibar wind stream.
Attention, a new special event has been issued.
You look at the 500 millibar jet stream, and going into Thursday, this is what I want you guys to pay attention to, okay? Your winds on Thursday afternoon are straight west because your trough is angled to the north. It's negatively tilted. Your winds kind of diverge in this direction. So once again, supercells more favorable up here, more of a question mark down here because your winds are straight west to east. But watch this. Ready? I want you guys to see this. So as our winds in the upper levels are kind of going like this, they're kind of veering to the west southwest here. Watch what happens with our 850 millibar. What happens here? We get a straight southwest. And where is the highest low-level jet at? Right along the Mississippi and Ohio River. So if we see storms in western KY, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, in the supercell format, a little bit more of a gradient potential tornado risk. Just given the SRH values are going to be a little bit higher. That's if we can get storms to fire off. If we don't, this isn't going to mean anything. But I want people prepared regardless because there is a severe weather threat. But you can see that higher gradient literally along Morganfield, Kentucky, Marion, Illinois, Evansville, Indiana, Princeton, Owensboro, Henderson, all the areas here along the rivers would have a better wind profile for potential tornadoes. And then as we shift after 6 p.m. on Friday or on Thursday, it increases. It goes into southern Indiana, central Indiana here, going into western Ohio. So, this turns into a nocturnal risk further east. And then eastern Kentucky kind of finishes off as the wind profile is going to veer back down. And then as we see divergence kick in, this is where that colder, drier air kicks in behind the front. You can see your cold front in here. It's out of here by early Friday morning. And then we kind of kick things eastward here and we get what's called northwesterly flow setting up. So this is a very interesting setup. I really like personally, this is just me, I love trying to forecast complicated setups because there's so many different ways to correct errors and kind of figure out where things are going to happen at. And there's so many different scenarios. It just makes it more fun to talk about instead of just trying to nail a forecast down like with all the models being correct. That sounds amazing and I love that, but I just like it to be difficult sometimes, You gotta have a little bit of complexity in the forecast sometimes. But yeah, the HER model, the first run of the 18Z HER model today that does show as far out as 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just looking at the HER, this is sufficient wind shear for tornadoes, 100%, especially up here in central and southern Illinois and Indiana. This is just by 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the latest HHR model. Tonight's HER model will run through 6 p.m. and then the midnight run tomorrow we'll have runs all day of the HER show and Thursday's setup. So we'll either get uptrends or downtrends starting tonight through tomorrow, and that'll tell us. But I will mention too, dew points on the latest HER model have started to shift a little bit further north, like the Rufus. So we'll see how this plays out, but you want to see 60s for more sufficient instability and moisture gradient. The reason why we're having a better chance of supercells up here is because we have that cold core setup. You've got a little bit more dry air to kind of make up for that aloft at your elevated mix layer, and it just kind of forces storms to go up a little bit more closer to the low. So like I said, we'll see how this all decides to shake and bake over the next 24 hours here, 36 hours here. But also I want to mention the instability on the latest HER model run kind of has us kind of ready to go here by mid-afternoon here. Not a lot of instability, but a decent amount to get things rocking and rolling. And I think too, we may have a little bit more than what the forecast model suggests. A lot of the times models don't handle instability too well. So I'll just kind of take a sounding here, like at Evansville at 3 o'clock. And, your hodograph is supportive for a marginal tornado risk, very weak tornado, more than likely a damaging wind and a hail threat with this sounding. But 64 over 60, I think our temperatures will definitely reach higher than the 60s with this setup here, just personally speaking. Some models are really weird and kind of biased towards other things. So tornado parameters too, a little bit higher, just in a nutshell here for central Indiana and Illinois on Thursday setups.
Attention, a new special event has been issued.
That would be more of a favorable profile for tornadoes right there, especially for south central Indiana. So yeah, I would say so. Let's see here. We shouldn't be seeing severe storms in Texas, though, guys, or Nebraska right now, I don't think, right? Let me look at the radar real quick. Hold on. Are we already seeing storms kind of go up there? Oh, this isn't doing anything. This is just a rainstorm. Yeah, there's no rotation with this storm. It's just the radar because the radar beam's so far away. Yeah, this storm's not severe or anything. Yeah, that's just a little rainstorm. But yeah, guys, OKC, you guys are now in those red flag warnings, so keep that in mind. Tomorrow, as of right now, there's nothing. I wouldn't be shocked if they added a marginal to northern Ohio or west central Ohio, just given the fact that we've got a little bit of instability, but we need to see storms actually fire off in that area on model runs in order to get anything going with that. So, Thursday's up in the air. We'll just kind of see how things play out and shake and bake, but that's our risk zone for Thursday. Could kind of go up, could go down. Would love it to go down, honestly. But we'll talk more about that tonight when we have updates coming. Like I said, the latest GFS model going to be keeping pretty much severe weather out of here after this weekend. We'll enter a northwesterly flow. And then by the time March gets here, we may officially have kind of a back trend with that. So, Nolan, what's up, bud? I feel like the addition of the marginal risk was kind of weirdly placed. There's no gradient between general thunderstorms and the marginal. Yeah, there really isn't. And sometimes they'll do that. It does happen more times than not for that setup there. Let me go back to it. Yeah, but it's also the dry line. So you're not going to have a lot of thunderstorm activity on your dry line anyways, or on the west side of your dry line because there's so much dry air. So you would expect that to be right along that boundary. And then the severe weather setup's is right there because it's such a small compact low. The storm system for Thursday's setup is not that strong, so. that kind of makes any sense. Oh, for today's risk. Oh yeah, I don't understand today's risk. I don't even know why they put the marginal out there, but I'm not the National Weather Service, guys. I just try to explain the best I can to the best of my ability. Then the NAM 3, no, the NAM 3K is not going to be in range. It's just the Rufus, I think. Our impasse models are still a little bit blah too, I think. That's concerning. Why is the impasse model doing that? What are those? Hold on a minute. I have not checked this yet. Okay, this is like worst case scenario. If this happens, we're in trouble. That's all I'm gonna say. If the impasse models were to be correct, we would be in huge trouble on Thursday afternoon. This is what you don't want to see, okay? You don't want to see your 60-degree dew points lifting as far north as central Indiana and Illinois, or we're going to have a big tornado risk on our hands. That's another higher end scenario. I have not looked at impasse yet. I don't know how accurate those models are because I should probably look at them more, but that would be a concern. A big concern there. And that's kind of like I said, the scenario is if we trend up with things a couple more degrees with instability and moisture, we will be rocking and rolling with potentially maybe even an enhanced risk. I can't take soundings on the impasse models, so sadly. It also has temperatures on Thursday pushing the upper 70s to mid 70s too, so it has that lesser of a cold pull. Oh geez, that was really concerning actually. I did not. What's the mixed layer cave doing? It actually has a lot more instability. So it looks like to me that the impasse model trended with the euro with a lot more instability, which theoretically could happen. This is not a scenario that we can't avoid. So we're either going to get something, be in the middle, or we're going to have a little bit of a problem on our hands on Thursday. So that's kind of like I said, we just have to watch model trends and we have to look at every single one of them. We can't cling to one model. SRH values 0 to 1 kilometer. Let's see what our SRH is. Dude, if we actually had severe weather tomorrow, our SRH values with the first trough coming through tomorrow is actually ridiculous. But well, it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. Anything ongoing after 6 p.m. on Friday will have lots of SRH to use. This is a tricky one. This is really tricky setup to pinpoint. What's Supercell Composite showing here? Jeez Louise. I can't take soundings, which sucks. And then our tornado parameters on the impasse just rocks and rolls. Dude, are they trying to like destroy Washington County? Like, what's up with Salem, Indiana? What's up with y'all down there? Why y'all trying to get tornado genesis going over here? That's not okay. We do not need Carissa and everybody else in Salem, Indiana, and around the vicinity doing this. No, this is not okay. I would not be in favor of that. What is reflectivity showing? This is my second question. We are nope, we're not doing that. That's not happening. Nope, and nope. We're not doing this. This model's gonna be wrong, hopefully. That's like worst case scenario. We just printed beans all over the board here. And I just love too how it still doesn't show any storms down here, which just theoretically doesn't make any sense to me. SRH is storm relative helicity. It's just all the spin at the surface of the atmosphere, 0 to 1 kilometers up. This scenario is not happening. Nope, and nope, and nope. Nope, sorry. Just, we're not here for that today. Do we have any other models? Yeah, that scenario would seem more likely, technically, but... Did it have a PDS setting in Illinois? Yeah, the Rufus isn't wrong necessarily. It's just the higher end extreme scenario, which it's the Rufus. It's going to do that. It turns everything into a supercell. It just does that, genuinely speaking. See, these scenarios, I like some of these impasse model runs that seem more realistic.
Attention, excuse me. A new special event has been issued.
If we can get supercells going this far south, this would be the environment for them to track into. I have more confidence in our cold core setup with an arc of supercells further to the north than I do down here in western KY. No, there ain't. Somebody take a screenshot of that. Alyssa, take a screenshot of that. That would be heartbreaking if that's set up. That's a joke. Dude, that's like worse than I'm telling you, I don't know how these models just print these supercells stacked like this, but that's just, that's BS right there. Ain't no way. Absolutely not. Dude, that would be a disaster. I mean, Alyssa and Carissa would both be getting tornadoes like double or triple in one night. You'd be done for. It gives you like 3 rounds. One rips through like Louisville, Kentucky, and one goes into Cincinnati, and then you get no, just no, just stop. Nope, absolutely not. I just like to look at these models because they're hilarious. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, guys. This is, once again, this is why weather nowcasting, when I say nowcasting, when we get to tomorrow night, and we're sitting here on live stream, and we're talking about these models 24 hours out from today. Nowcasting starts when the night before the event gets here, where we're watching the dew points get pulled up, or watching all of this come together in real time. Because the night before is impressive, or is very important, because you know what happens overnight into the morning sets up this whole setup. What's going to happen? Where's the instability? Where's the dew points? So in reality, you know, if we do have more instability, if we do have more higher dew point threshold and it's further to the north, you guys are seeing the scenario that would play out. The shear is there. Shear is not an issue whatsoever. We have shear. But if we can uptrend in 2 more categories, we may have our first enhanced risk since, you know, yeah, we may have our first enhanced risk since last year of September. Yeah, same here, babe. That's just, you know, getting used to calling weather up here for you too. That's what I'm learning that. I'm learning that very carefully. As much as I want to get excited when I see that we're in a risk zone and stuff like that, because I do get excited because I love to see weather, but I know in the back of my head that it's going to change, especially when you get an outlook so far out, and especially with these compact systems that are not happening in March, April, or May, where we have all this instability to work with. It's still February. So, yeah. The impasse is, but in reality, I think the euro was, hold on, I think the euro was too. I need to get off here in just a minute too, guys. I've got to get off stream. The euro is about 700 to 1,000 roughly in here. So we, you know, euro's there. It's got it. It's not bad. Take a sounding here, Western KY. I mean, there's our sounding. That's not super, super bad, but it's also not super, super impressive. So the GFS, latest GFS model run as well. Surface-based cape. So the GFS kind of is with that. It's kind of got a slot here of 1,000 plus across, you know, Owensboro, Tell City here, you know, south there towards Bowling Green, and then up towards, you know, the Ohio River. So this would be kind of my more intriguing spot to watch potentially. I've got a question mark here, and I want to watch up here. So we've got conditional, and then we have potentially more synoptical of a setup through here. So there's just lots of different little things that can make or break this system setup. And so that's my job, is to get that data figured out and kind of give you all my personal perspective on that. So we're going to have 2 live streams tomorrow. We're going to have another live stream tonight. I've got to get off here because I have to be at a group running like 30 minutes, and I got to get dressed, and I got to go. So, as much as I want to stay on here and talk to you guys, we will be back tonight. I'm going to shoot probably for a live stream at 7:30, 8 o'clock. And we'll get on here, we'll talk, we'll kind of watch things again, and we'll get some questions answered for you guys. Hearts and prayers for the workers and the people that are going through these fires, because I hate it for these people. That was definitely a very scary situation. I've never been able to watch that happen in real time on a live stream. So that was wild today. So I'll look at some data when I get back this afternoon or this evening and kind of see what things are looking like. But yeah. So I'll see y'all back in here again in about 2.5-ish hours, and we'll talk weather. We'll kind of do our thing, and then tomorrow we'll be popping out a couple live streams tomorrow, and then Thursday we will be in live coverage mode for our tornado event. So also keep in mind, we may get some risk zones added for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday down in the deep south, potentially, or the mid-Atlantic. SPC is kind of in the middle on that, so we'll see if things uptrend or downtrend with that. But outside of that, looks like we'll have a pretty quiet week in terms of severe weather mostly. So other than that, I'll see you guys back in here in a couple hours. Bye, y'all.